Take two, baby. And I ain't talking about interactives. Anyways, it's your man Picky Gaming here, back again with another video. And in this video, you're gonna see me do the unthinkable, the just blasphemous, most blasphemous thing anybody in any video game, especially in an online gaming, this is the one thing you should never do, apparently, and that's grinding. Yes, you should never ever do what the game has to offer. You should never play these games in order to get more money in the game, to get whatever the game offers. You should never grind to do that. You should always either find an exploit, glitch, or you have to buy into a pay-to-win system, whether you're buying shark cards if you're playing Grand Theft Auto Online, whether you're buying BC if you're playing NBA 2K, or whether you're participating in loot boxes, loot crates, whatever the gamble is, whatever the shiest is. You should always do that, you know. Now, I'm saying that as sarcasm for those who can't detect it, but also it goes on par with today's topic, Rockstar banning people because of this glitch that a number of individuals partook in a couple weeks ago. So for those who don't know, as I stated before, there was a glitch going on in GTA Online. I don't know too much about what went down because I didn't partake in it, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know anybody who did. But what I do know is that it included one of the apartments within the game. And people were making boatloads of money because of this. And because of that, Rockstar caught on to it. I don't know how long this glitch lasted, but Rockstar caught on to it, and the punishment for many people, not even those who are just guilty of it, because there are people who got the ban hammer from Rockstar and they didn't even partake in this glitch. Now that's messed up within itself, but I'll get to that. But the punishment was the players got their who were actually guilty of it, and a lot of those who weren't guilty of it, they got their players resetted. Their player statuses resetted. Basically, let's just say they were like a level 100. Well, now they're a level 1 now, level 0, or whatever level they're at. They're not at the same level. The money was taken away. Their progress basically throughout the game, whatever they purchased and everything, was taken away, and their characters were basically resetted. And that was the punishment that people who were guilty of doing this glitch got. And also, as I mentioned before, there were people who were not guilty of it for some reason, who got in a line of fire, and not purposely in a line of fire, but Rockstar had them in their crosshairs and they got as well. I'm assuming maybe because they had similar usernames or account names as people who were actually guilty of conducting this, or maybe because Rockstar's way of handling this situation, because I don't think this is the first time when they tried to punish people and innocent lives got taken within that punishment. That is the one critique I will say about, well, not even one. This glitch was not a game-breaking glitch at all. This was an error on Rockstar's part. And I will say, I think the punishment is steep, even for those who are guilty of it. But at the same time, what I'm not going to do here is tell Rockstar how to punish people. And in fact, those who are not innocent of conducting this glitch should not be vocal about this act being unfair. What's unfair is people who, once again, did not do the glitch at all getting punished for something they did not do. That is unfair. And those are the only people who should be making videos right now talking about how unfair Rockstar treated them. If you are somebody who did this glitch because you don't like grinding out the games, that's fucking tough. That's tough. I get it. Grinding games, especially certain games, can be very, very tedious, very boring, very hard. Grinding is hard. That's what she said. But no, seriously, grinding is hard, it's tedious, it's boring. She probably said all those things about you as well when you start grinding on her. But, you know, let me leave she alone. Anyways, it's hard. I get it. But it's part of the game. And it's very doable. It just can be very, very appealing. You know, it's not that I don't look these glitches up. I look them up and they're just too hard for me to even do. A lot of them, to me, are more time consuming to perfect than actually grinding out the game. Also, what I don't understand is, as I was alluding to before, if you are guilty of this, you cannot then tell Rockstar that it is unfair. No, you want to know what's unfair? You breaking a rule and then you trying to dictate how you should be punished. How does that make sense? Now, in the real world, the world outside of your home, because maybe you were raised this way to where when you did something wrong, your soft ass cookie cutter parents gave you an ultimatum of them taking away your phone for a week, or you not being able to stay out late at night and you had to be home by 10 p.m. and then it bumped up from 10 to 10:30 p.m. because your parents are soft as hell. But in the real world, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binaries, all gamers, in the real world, when you do something wrong, big or small, whether you consider this wrongful act to be big or small, and you are then caught for doing that said wrong action, those who are in charge of punishing you are not going to give you an ultimatum on what your punishment should be. They're not going to ask you, what do you think the punishment should be? You got to have some special type of privilege in order to get that. But even those people with certain privileges that come to mind that I'm not going to say right now, because I'm already going to piss off a lot of heads in this video, so I might as well just keep it gaming related and not social commentary related and stuff. But check out my other channel, Earnest Thoughts, if you want social commentary and things. But not even those people that come to mind get an ultimatum or get a say on how they get punished. Sure, their punishments are more of a slap on the wrist, and you know, those who are handing out the punishment are more lenient to those folks. But it's not like those folks got a say in how they themselves should be punished. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binaries, everybody, like I said, if you are doing something wrong in a video game, something that is either game breaking or even a glitch on the gaming developer's part, and you get caught, they have every single right to say, okay, you know what, we're gonna punish you, and we're gonna punish you this way. You don't have to like the punishment. I'm not saying you have to like it, but be an adult, be mature enough to say, hey, I did this, I will own up to it. And at the end of the day, it's really your choice if you want to continue playing the game or not. My question is, why buy a video game if you just don't, if you don't plan on playing it? Well, people gonna say, well, I don't got the time to play video games. Question number 2, why buy video games if you don't have the time to play video games? See, nobody wants to, in the gaming community, nobody ever wants to own up. It's blasphemous, again, to be in the gaming community and own up to your wrongdoing. Everything is always on the developer. There are a lot of situations that the developers messed up and they are in the wrong. Heck, like I stated, Rockstar is very much in the wrong in punishing the people who did not conduct any of the glitches, and those people are in the crossfires. And as I stated before, those are the only people right now who should be making YouTube videos talking about how unfair they were treated by Rockstar. That's it. Everybody else, I can admit that the punishment it seems very steep for something that was on Rockstar's wrongdoing. Rockstar messed up. They included this glitch in the game because they weren't careful. So to reset people's accounts because Rockstar wasn't careful, sure, that's messed up. Criticize the developers. I'm a hater, I'm an asshole, I'm this, that, and the third. But when I criticize the player, I'm bootlicking. No. You're being immature, like many gamers are. You don't want to own up to your mistake. Long story short, you can feel however you want to feel about this video. The punishment is steep for something that was on Rockstar's end. Rockstar, if anybody from Rockstar is watching this, the next time y'all make a mess up like that, make a hot fix that is going to fix said glitch and at least take away the people's money like y'all did in the past. Take away the money that they earned by doing the glitch and chalking it up as an L, because that's what Rockstar did in the past. So let's be better at this situation. Let's be actually mature. I'm not saying let's stop glitching. You got the glitches, get it how you live. But if you get caught, be man, woman, adult, mature enough to admit that you got caught. Stop making videos crying about, oh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, and the grind is this, the grind is that. Hard, it's tedious, it's boring, everything that your girlfriend says about your grind. But you know, it's part of the game, bro. It's part of the game. And I'm not, again, excusing BS grinds, boring ass grinds. But it goes back to my initial questions. Why buy a video game if you have zero intentions of playing the video game the way it's supposed to be played? And two, if your excuse is because everybody says this, I just don't have the time. Why purchase the video games? Why even keep them? And when you do have the time, you can always grind it out. Because it's not like these grindy aspects of these video games go away. It's not like they go away when in 6 months. They're a part of the game. They're going to be here to stay. Therefore, if you don't have the time now, you can always come back to it later and then grind it out. That was always a BS excuse anyways, but that's pretty much it. I'm done with this video. If you made it this far, you deserve a lap dance. People, let's grow up. And when I say let's, I mean you, not me, because I'm already probably the most mature person in the gaming community. Hit that like button.
Oh no! Jerk.